good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Happy Independence Day to everyone who's celebrating. Happy. Please be careful. Please be careful with the fireworks. Please be careful. Okay, if you have kids that will be, you know, celebrating with fireworks, please be there to advise them. Make sure that these things is for the age group and they're not messing with anything that is more advanced. Please. We don't want any accident. So let's have fun but responsibly. Okay. So all right. Let me see. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right there. Okay. Give me 1 minute. Thank you. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about the delay. Okay. It's not gonna be that of a long life. I just happened to see something a little while ago and I happened to come and speak on it. Because of course, in my personal life, even in the YouTube life, I hate a fucking liar. Sometimes people would lie because it's part of a character they play, right? But when you deliberately is lying or you're just fucking delusional, if you're delusional, you get a pass. Hold on. If you're just fucking delusional, slow or whatever, you get a pass. But people is thinking they're too much. They think they're above everyone else and they forget Everybody had to start somewhere. And okay, this is what it is. The lady from the other side, the 3 cents lady, because I ain't calling nobody by the name, even the stage name, because I hear they have flagging team and a whole lot of fuckery. So I would not give them that kind of satisfaction. So you all know when I say 3 cents, who I'm speaking about, right? Quite certain. So please follow me. Um now I was browsing. Yes, I went over to her platform. I saw she did a live. And hey, Miss Pizarro name was in it, and she was going in for Miss Pizarro. Now, what I remember, this is my memory, okay? And what's some if I'm wrong, I wish somebody in the chat or will say, or in the comment section will say, no, that's not how it went. But when you're saying that's not how it went, come up with some kind of receipts, okay? Just don't say it because you want to say it to throw people off and all of that. Okay, let's go. When I came here and I ended up in the B sector, it's so many times I told this story. I met somebody by the name of, she was going by the name Pretty T. Okay. Pretty T was cussing another person. So I thought I was gonna just move on, right? And I said, let me hear who this person. And it was the lady 7-Eleven. So you all know who I'm speaking about. And that's why I went and I looked for her page. And it was a feud going on. Okay. From the time I went down to this Pretty's platform, she seems real, I just got that energy, like a genuine energy. And I liked it there. And I hung out there. Then Pretty T told us to subscribe to 3 cents. 3 cents was now coming out as a content creator on the street because she is calling Pizarro a troll. She was a troll out here too. And a big troll out here on the streets. Okay. That when it was getting that bad, hey, Pastor Wilson. Pastor Wilson. So she was birthed out from Pastor Wilson's camp. Pastor Wilson is the one who introduced her on the streets, okay? He's the one who introduced her and told people to give her a break, give her a chance. Because she was not loved on these fucking streets. Because of Pastor Wilson, people went past her trolling and the harassment and all of that and give her that chance. So I heard something. You know what got me mad to come here live today? Is when she was saying that Miss Pizarro should be paying homage. Homage to what, bitch? What she paying homage to you for? Everybody got to introduce somebody, and you did not. Again, you did not open or told the Pizarro to open a platform. Pizarro had a platform. What you say happened, ladies and gentlemen, Pizarro was not, she's never to pay like the, what I gotta say, like she was not into the content creator stuff. She was not into that. What she's doing now, what Miss Pizarro is doing now, she was not doing that before. Okay. I didn't even know Miss Pizarro had a platform. One day nothing was going on, and I was just browsing around the street. And I'm like, wait a minute, is this the same Pizarro? Yes. It was a small gathering. I think she could have had something between 30 and 50 people in the chat. And what you think she was speaking on? She was speaking on 3 cents. And I was paying attention because I'm like, oh, damn. I thought she liked this lady. Why she thought? No. What she was doing, she was defending that same 3 cents lady because something had happened. I didn't follow directly what happened. But what Miss I did not drop down in the chat. I was peeping because myself and Miss Pizarro was not getting along. Okay, at that time. Miss Pizarro was like a firecracker. She calmed down now. Before, firecracker to me. So she was speaking on something had happened that she informed 3 cents about. And she figured out that 3 cents was giving that pass to the person. You understand? She wanted like 3 cents to like giddy up and like, to really get down in that person's ass. I can't remember who the person was, so I'm not going to just make up some name. No, don't remember who it was, right? Then is when I knew Pizarro had a platform. Small platform, but it was existing, okay? But let me tell you something. You know what is going to look bad now? You see that bullshit? What y'all must think. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all put on your thinking cap. Y'all are smart people. Put on your thinking cap. All of this time, since I came out there, I was telling you guys, nobody could push their foot in Pizarro's shoes to do what Pizarro was doing for 3 cents. You hear what I'm telling you all? Because many days it was Pizarro who was taking commentary to her. Because when she don't have anything going on, and that's the most part, because the news sometimes is nothing going on. So she say what she have to say. She deliver the news and then it's nothing, right? And she will say, where's Miss Pizarro? Anybody see Miss Pizarro? Miss Pizarro, Miss Pizarro, Miss Pizarro. And Miss Pizarro will come on and bring wherever she gets her stuff from. And Miss Pizarro always come and deliver. And every year Miss Pizarro telling her to pay homage. So what Pizarro was doing, not putting money in her pocket, that she could go live every day, whether it's hot on the street or not. You saw people fucks up things, and at no time, I can't remember, because I had called that place my home over at 3 cents. I can't remember she promoting or telling us, because then I would have known that Pizarro had a platform. I just accidentally walked on her platform and said, oh my God, I didn't know she had a page, or whatever I used to call it, or whatever they call it, right? She did not promote Pizarro to say she was promoting Pizarro. No. 3 cents got here, and she better don't lie. 3 cents got here about, I think it would have been 2017. 2017. She got, I mean, it says she became a content creator. 2017. I don't know how long the fuck she was trolling for, but she opened her platform 2017. Okay. When she opened her platform, all that bullshit she's talking about, that people cannot do this and Pizarro didn't know to do this. And then she, at one time, she sent me, but oh, why don't you go and monetize and all this bullshit? And we have to be taught. Some of us will pick up things for ourselves. When she came, she was doing uploads. Okay. The first time she went live, it looked so oddly. She looked rigid, like somebody just nailed her in there. She sat up straight, like she was at attention, and she was in some boot fucking camp. Okay? And we, the pieces, the real pieces, was encouraging her and said, come on, you're doing well. Come on, we love you when you come live and all of that. You know who was in her camp? Who was a strong support in her camp that will come live with her as a supporter? Hello, Miss Joyce. I know we don't see it for each other, but yeah. Joyce Vlogs. Okay? Joyce Vlogs. Yes. They're not friends. I don't know if they're friends now, but they fell out. She was a strong person on that team. Okay? A next person who was a strong person on the team was a person by the name of Mystery Van. That was the next person strong as a pieces and a supporter for Three Cents. Okay. Then later on, it had another lady by the name of Shrimpine. All right. And the list went on and on and on. She really had real strong supporters there. I know I could speak on my for myself. Okay. I wasn't going around because, like I said, I never venture out from the beef sector. The farthest that I got, and that was later on years, I got to Miss Cookie Monster page. I would go over there in the chat because I was very comfortable there. And one time with Miss Cookie, she ran a tight shift. And when you over there, nobody could harass you and all of that, right? So I would go over there in that chat. So there's a forest. I don't know if it was a black sector, conscious sector, whatever fucking sector. I don't know. That's a forest that I got. Because I'm a person, I'm a creature of habit. But Three Cents was going around, she made her wrongs. She made her wrongs, right? She made her wrongs. But the people, the person, and when it came to Pizarro, okay, Miss Pizarro and her fell out because of this guy from New Mexico. Okay. They fell out because of that, of some email scandal and all of that, right? And I guess that's the time that Miss Pizarro said, well, okay, that's it. Miss Pizarro did not come and curse her down or none of that. She just pulled it back. And people, would ask, what happened? What happened? What happened? So she spoke on it. She did not condemn her. She said she cannot support that. That's what she said. She cannot support that. And after the picking start and because Pizarro at that time, I don't care what nobody say. I'm telling you what I saw, what I experienced. If somebody's bringing commentary to your platform, then you dried up for the most part. Not all the time, because like I said, if there's nothing going on the streets and you're supposed to be the news lady, right? Then you call out. That's where Miss Pizarro, it was like a faithful, she was like a faithful servant that happily go on that platform. She was there actually every night. Okay? Because Miss Pizarro was the next person that traveled around and around and around. So she would bring the news to Three Cents platform. Some people is ungrateful and they easily forget. The new people, she could fool the new people. I'm telling you, new people, listen, if it didn't go directly like that, it's 90%. That is how it went. Okay. Nothing more, nothing less. That woman had a lot of true supporters. Okay. That really loved her and was there for her. And the way how she goes around to other places and she's promoting. That's the next thing. But you know what? Everybody's going to learn for themselves. Because one day when I mentioned that, she have a moderator. Okay. And when I said, but wait a minute, how come we over here, because I didn't want to call the man's name because he didn't give me a message. I said, I think we could get more promotion in this, something. She got mad for that. Because that moderator that she have is always there, doing working, become moderators. They don't get paid, so it's the kindness of their heart. And when you have a moderator that every time you press live, that person's going to be in the chat, you got to say thank God. And for me, I would look out for my moderators. Okay. I would even look out for my subscribers, because without the subscribers, who am I going to be speaking to? Myself? No. So that 3 cents lady That 3 cents lady, in my what I have experienced, she's fucking ungrateful. She's ungrateful. And you know what? The next thing too, she's new face. She's those kind of people. They forgot what people do for them. Okay, she don't remember that because she's talking about Miss. I just 1 minute or 2 minutes into the live, the replay, and I got mad. I didn't want to hear anything else. So I didn't know who she's showing out for. But Miss Pizarro should be paying homage. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Hmm? I don't know if because when herself and Jay Wilson was going at it at one time. Hello, Mr. Wilson. They were going at it at one time. I don't know. I don't think Jay Wilson said she should be paying homage to him. Okay? He's the one, like I said, introduced her on the streets. Right? So somebody is going to help you. Somebody is going to promote you. Some people never got any help. And people was going around and lying and saying that Miss Pizarro came and used 3 cents and took subscribers with her. Meanwhile, and the camp that she's over, the Chicago camp, was actually saying that. Okay? Because all of them came on around the same time, 2017, 16-ish. No, I think it's mostly 2016, 17. Okay. And I said, where these people was? Miss Pizarro had her platform already. I didn't look to see how many support, how many subscribers she had. Okay. But she had a platform. And you know how it sounds bad? Because if people like Chicago did not know that, that is looking bad. I know her good Judy, because her good Judy didn't give a fuck. Because guess what? If Pizarro was bringing the news to her ass, at least I never heard her saying, listen, guys, go over and support Miss Pizarro. Never heard that yet. Okay? I don't know if it happened. I don't know. I don't know. But people, they said, when they said you're a creature of habit, right? Something, yeah. I mean, for the most part, I think it didn't happen. Because if you have moderator in your chat, and I think that person is still active over there in 3 Cents Camp, she ain't promoting nobody. Only where she could get some benefit or some instant gratification. That's the only person. She's very new faced. When the new people come on, and say, like, they would say this one have a lot, or this one could do a lot, or this one have a lot, yet she gravitate to those people and she forget about people who serve her, who served her, and who was genuinely in her fucking corner. I'm gonna speak the truth here today. Fuck that shit. So she could fool the new people and acting like she built Miss Pizarro. Miss Pizarro, you got us in a way. Miss Pizarro kind of helped to build her ass. Because every time Pizarro was kicked out from the platform and kicked here and kicked there and get attacked, I got attacked. And I went like, I don't even know these people. Why they attacking me? Why they coming after me? It was because of that same ungrateful woman. That said ungrateful woman. You hear me? So she need not to be acting like she built somebody. Her true supporters built her ass. When the pieces and all of these things and what the group can be called and all of that, all of it, all of us, her real supporters collectively was in the chat, and everybody came up with an idea, and then we voted and all of that. And that is how the name was left. The pieces and all of that. You hear me? All the shit that she's talking about now. You hear me? Meet and greet. The person who, the first person I know with this meet and greet situation there, I had just came on the scene. I was staying in the sky. I didn't know, I wasn't coming down and all of that. That the Vegas thing had just passed. So I saw the replay. It just passed, and it started to kick up with, who was here before. I don't want to go into that. That happened. We were telling that same lady, listen, why didn't you do a meet and greet and blah, blah, blah? And she was like, you see all that mouth? Oh, she gonna knock somebody head off, and she would do this and she would do that. All of this energy that she have now. You know what she said? No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. You don't know these people. It's crazy. But now she's playing bad girl. Like she's really bad shit. So now going and doing like a meet and greet, she could have been way ahead. So she must get a new source of energy. I don't know. But when her true supporters were mentioning these things, even was telling her about things that she could have these Teespring, whatever, t-shirts, we made a lot of ideas, brought a lot of ideas to her. She was not interested, okay? But the meet and greet, a lot of us wanted to meet her because at the time we had loved her. And she was such a scary bitch because most of us was grown women, and it was just like, what, hey, me and her don't see for each other therapy, because one day she just come attacking me. Therapy was one. They had let me see, they had China Doll. It's a group of people, say about, it would have been about 10. Some of the names I don't want to call. I don't want to call some of these people names because they're not around there. Okay. And we encouraged her, and she said no, because of fear of somebody hurting her. But all of a sudden, and that's what it's called, but the pretensiveness and the fake shit. Because it's either you got it or you don't got it. Okay. So don't make a play for these people and act like, because people said or thinking that you Bretted Pizarro, so to speak, in the YouTube, stuff. So you going along with it and making up shit. Okay? Because this woman is a person that will speak bad about someone. And let me tell you all something. You know what? Because I'm pissed now. Guess what? It was just weeks prior. I had a conversation, or months, I had a conversation with that same lady. And the lady from Chicago name came up because I pick up and think very fast. And I turned to her and I said, if Chicago, I didn't say Olive Branch, I said, if Chicago like tried to speak to you, I don't know, I had the feelings like something was about to happen. She said, heat wave. I told you the people that I would never speak to. You see, thank God. Thank God. Our YouTube ship, whatever the fuck she want to label it as. I don't give two fucks. Okay? Thank God. She went about her way, and I stay about my true self and in my way. Okay? Because that woman who swore to me, and even actually got an attitude with me because she said, you know the people, and I'm calling the people name. Sean Bradley. Hello, Mr. Bradley. Sean Bradley name was called. Chicago lady whose name was called. And hello, Rico. No, Rico is mad with me. I was never mad with Rico. I was fighting on that woman's behalf. And Rico. Those were the three names. She said never. Then she added on one more. You know who that one person was? Miss Pizarro. But I didn't say anything at that time when she told me that because I laughed. I said to myself, I said, Pizarro feel the same way because I know I couldn't see. I can't say it would never happen. I said because when she went after Miss Pizarro kids, no, no, wait a minute. When she came and she said something about Pizarro kids, right? Let me be fair to her. She spoke of Miss Pizarro's parenting, right? It wasn't directly a hit to me about the child, but indirectly in a way because she spoke about she Miss Pizarro should be combing the kids' hair, the nappy hair, right? Then she came later and she spoke about Miss Pizarro should have been shaping her son's head, right? Because even at one time, around that same time, I got very angry with Miss Pizarro. And I called Miss Pizarro, I think I called Miss Pizarro scary. Yes, I did. Because you know what happened? That same day when Treason spoke about combing her daughter's nappy head or getting them something she said, but it was mostly based on her parenting skill. Okay. Quan was live. Miss Pizarro dropped in Quan's life, I guess to support. And Quan was on she was on a real one. She maybe had 211, 411, and 611 all wrapped up in one. She was on one, okay? And when she looked and she saw Miss Pizarro, mind you, Miss Pizarro came and I was in that chat. Miss Pizarro came in, hey, bam. She was speaking to a few people in the chat. She attacked Miss Pizarro. You know what Quan said to Miss Pizarro? She told Miss Pizarro, her kids, her kids are going to be whores like her. And I'm like, what? Let me tell you the type of person I am. If there were any way that I could have stretched my hands through that phone, I could have stretched my hands and grabbed Quan. I was gonna fuck up Quan. You hear what I'm telling you? Because I'm like, that's the most low down thing. That's I tell y'all, but it's pro-black shit. All y'all will sit down, including myself. Because sometimes I go on a platform for the fuckery to see how drunk she is today. And you see when a holiday is coming in, how miserable she's going to be. So nothing is going on. You listen to the bullshit and the delusion in her ass. And she is one that speak about pro-black and pro-this. And that's why I laugh at most of these people when they pro-black shit. They don't even have the concept of what it means. You don't have to tell people you pro-black. Actions speak louder than words. Because they always say the children are our future. It was enough calling the mother a whore. And I don't know how she gonna call Miss Pizarro whore. Maybe, probably, Miss Pizarro, listen, I'm just calling, I can see it. I don't know if you and Quan was whoring, if you all used to cross the street together. Okay? And go pick up Johns. I don't know. You see? But she could have kept it there. Why are you gonna go to put a curse on the woman kids? You see? So Miss Pizarro cut and she went live. So I'm waiting. I said, this is going to be a good one. Had popcorn, every fucking thing in tow. I'm like, yes, it's going to go down. I was totally disappointed. Nothing. She went after 3 cents. For what 3 cents talk about she grooming her kids or whatever. Instead of tearing Kwan ass up. And that's why I said, you never know. Well, I can't tell her how to fight. But as a parent myself, in nobody, especially a fucking drunk, a stinking drunk, that is not even motherfucking married, that is sharing a man, is a side chick, is a side hen. You don't call her a chick, a side hen. Like 6 times removed. The fuck? You gonna call me a whore? And then direct it to my kids? Are you crazy? I was still cussing she. Every time I remember, I was gonna still cuss her. So, like, you call that misguided anger. Because I could always say, Kwan had a big mouth, right? She have a big mouth. And I don't know if some of the people here in the B sector was afraid of her. How the fuck you gonna be afraid if you're a sober person? How the fuck you gonna be afraid of a woman that couldn't even go to take her grandkids allegedly from out of foster care? Right there. Things that the way how you love your kids, right? The grandkids are there to spoil everything that you did wrong on your kid. You try to make it up. The grandkids is there to, like to say, to spoil. I know most grandparents could, will back me on that. But no, there she was saying that she raised her kids already and blah, 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 and a whole lot of fuckery. But meanwhile, she was running after and openly. This man never said he's bi. From the time I know about Mr. Bradley, Mr. Bradley always said that he's an open gay person. He never tried to confuse him. It was no bi with him other than bye-bye. But she was still trying to run after him. And was not about friendship. And if you notice, guys, pay attention. Mr. Bradley made up with quite a few set of people, okay, or is willing to do so. You notice he keep her at arm's length. The only thing she would continue saying, oh, she went to the court when he was going after the VSSSS lady, okay, and she went there to support him, right? No, not only that, she was in love with this man. What do you mean? What? She is in love with him. She's in love with him, and when she bursts out, don't get it confused that she have any hatred for him. No, she gets very jealous, like a jealous wife, and she gets mad when other females is like he's paying attention to them. That gets her very angry because Mr. Bradley will go down in history and say he's an openly gay man, and he make a, what you would say, a heterosexual woman cry. Went all the way to Vegas. She didn't even try to say, let me go put some money, see what luck I'm gonna get. Let me put in a penny in a machine. No. She sat down in there miserable. But meanwhile, she had the same, I think that was Curtis that went with her. And that alone, if that was your husband, let's look at it from another. If that was your husband, I would like to see a man sitting down and you have your wife crying over a man. Are you kidding me? That's a total insult. Total insult. So I always call him, what I call him, I call him the buddy pass. The buddy pass. Because I think that man was attached to her because of getting buddy pass and maybe for his whole fucking family. Because she's one desperate bitch with a big motherfucking mouth. Always coming after people and always thinking she's bad too. She and Tree Sense is the same kind of people. Because you see all that shit that she too Kwan talking about, Mr. Bradley made her ass. Okay? She did not come up to say one subscriber, two subscriber, and it was a lengthy process. No, Mr. Bradley had that kind of power. And the time that he introduced her, I think the same day she got that 1,000 subscriber. So she got a leg up. Okay? So all you hear she talking about this and that, she's full of shit. She's full of shit and piss. It have a lot of delusional bitches out here. But let me go back to Tree Sense. So Tree Sense is condemning and putting down Miss Pizarro. As though the woman said Miss Pizarro should be paying homage to her. And I'm like, what? Really? I don't know. Maybe Miss Pizarro is just ignoring that or whatever, whatever, whatever. There was a lot of people do a lot of stuff, but everybody will have their turn. Because, let me go, Miss Paulette. Hello, Miss Paulette. Miss Paulette met me over, hello, Lady Nika. Met me over at Lady Nika's platform. And what I didn't like with Miss Paulette, I call my shit straight. I never really expressed myself and how I really feel about Miss Paulette and what went on because Miss Paulette don't have a platform. So it's like not fair that, she cannot respond to me maybe in the way she would like to respond to me. But anyway, Miss Paulette, for the most part, she will come and relate whatever she have to relate to Tree Sense. She came and like pick up that slack of where Pizarro. What Pizarro was doing is that what Miss Paulette is doing. The only difference is actually every fucking night. That's why people did not know that Pizarro had a platform and she had subscribers and she used to go live, but she was not into the beef and stuff unless she's discussing what just happened. Okay, that's what it was. She was enriching Tree Sense. Okay, because if people want to speak the truth, who was there from the beginning, a lot of them, if they spoke the truth, a lot of them didn't even know that that Pizarro had a platform, including, I don't know if the Chicago lady was just fucking with Miss Pizarro or not. When she said that like Tree Sense like birthed Pizarro and Pizarro took her subscribers and left when she got where she was going. I didn't know where the Chicago lady was, but the Chicago lady was once a moderator for Tree Sense. Okay. And when was the 50 cents and the child and the whole lot of shit was going on, Flyucci is the one who started that whole shit. That came and told the Chicago lady that a Tree Sense was doing the news on her and like going in for her. And that was not so. I was in that live. That was not so. Okay, that was not so. But what I've noticed, the people that treat that woman the worst, that same Tree Sense lady, she cuddled them and she she forgive them. I don't know. I don't know what is going on. I don't know. I don't care. But that to me is like You're not you're not wrapped too fucking tight. And you always find those are the people that always like to call others slow. Okay? Always calling others slow. Like to criticize. And they have a whole lot of motherfucking faults. Okay? Because a lot of them here on the sector, and I'm talking it now. Because just the other day, people were speaking about the cocaine or the blunt or whatever the fuck was going on. For me, I don't really give a fuck one way or the other. I don't care who sniff, who smoke, who push. I don't give a fuck. It's your body once you're over the age. You know why these things have to happen? Because I tell you, people live a life of lies. And a lot of them, these are the same people that will say, I'll stand up in my shit. You know, I stand for something. Lies, lies, scary bitches. Scary bitches. Because for me, and nobody, and I don't give, ladies and gentlemen, if you all have a favorite, I'm speaking on one your fave or whatever, forgive me, because it's not gonna stop me. I'm gonna still talk. I'm speaking my truth. And Google give me that right to do that, okay? Until they take it away, and nobody could take a fuck who got a problem with it. Okay? Once I know I'm not fucking lying on anybody. And I'm just speaking now from what I observe and what I'll do. I would have done. Now, this whole scandal is coming wrong and wrong. I'm just saying if that was me, okay, and someone caught me, or what caught? Fuck, you know, fucking cop. It's not law enforcement. Somebody saw me doing something. Whether I push whether I push snow in my nose, under my armpit, in my asshole, wherever I push it, it's my body to push it. Okay. And they're gonna say this or that. Unless the law, unless my freedom, okay, unless I'm playing with my freedom to know, okay, the law could come and get me, I'll get locked up, right? Other than that, fuck it. I don't have to give nobody an explanation. I don't have to ghost my fucking self for what? The only time I would have to be thinking, unless I said, hey girl, come. Let's say it was Coke. Come, come, come. I need some money. Guys, I need some cash app. I need some cash app. I'm really done. I need some cash app, right? And everybody contribute and give the cash app. The next thing we're looking at, you sniffing coke? Oh no. Oh hell no. That's the time people could be carrying on. But once your money was not in the coke or the grass or the yards, whatever the fuck you using, that's that person's business. And that person should have said, fuck you. But you know what? Let me tell you something. People actions. You hear they say actions speak louder than words. Your actions. That is why when during interrogation, they would leave an inmate in the room and said, okay, I'll be back. They're looking at that person, okay? They're looking at that person to see the actions, to see if they're going to speak. They're looking and they're listening to see the actions. Are they breaking out in sweat and all of that? Because for the most part, that is how they're like, okay, we have the right suspect here. Look at what's going on there. See? So actions speak louder than words. Because a lot of your words don't mean shit. All y'all that hitting your chest, and playing y'all is this and y'all is that, and nobody don't fuck with y'all. Please. Pussies. Pussies. People like y'all is the weakest link. Commit a crime with y'all gonna sing like a fucking canary. Oh, let me touch this as I'm here. The hip lady. That one. That one that have my first name. Yeah, that one. You know what? This beef sector showed you a lot of stuff. But one thing that I know for a fact, and I'm grown, 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 people that have money seldomly advertise that. They don't. They don't. You might meet an old man or an old woman or a young person looking all tacky on the street or sitting on a park bench with nothing. Look like a nobody. That's why they always say, don't judge a book by its cover. Most of the time, that person's loaded. Going into a store, the only thing they stereotype black people. Most of these people who's going to go spending their money. Okay? People who have it don't have to put on a show. If you have money and people know of people, how they act or behave when they have it, you pick up on it. You don't have to come to convince anybody you have money. Anytime you have to do that, you're a broke fucking bitch. Broke. You're coming now to convince people, oh, look at me, I am rich. The fuck you to see that happening? You know how much people would have gotten, deleted from off of the face of the earth if they had gone around telling people they have money. And that's they see a lot of people innocently got deleted for the fuckery too. Because they have the stupid criminals that will believe that and go, and when they go and they don't get anything, they just get aggravated and delete your stupid ass. Because people that have it, they don't say they have it. People who is bad do not say they're bad. Okay? They will be the most humble. So this lady dropped down here that she said she was 3 years looking in the beef sector. And what I don't understand, I was going to push out from here, is the lies that was said and the homage thing. That get me kind of upset. And I said, nah, I got to go live. I was actually finishing off. Okay? I was thinking a lot. I even said, you know what? To support the people, it's not going to, help me to support people still. Okay? To drop down just to say hello and that's it. Because it's like one fucking story, one revolving door, and you're going around and around and around. To me, that is like insulting the little intelligence. I can't speak for others. I can speak for myself. It is ridiculous to this point. It's when you talk a Nancy story, a ghost story, some shit. The same thing over and over. The players it's the same. The game is the same. How long is this gonna go for? And then it's when you got to look and say, people really don't have motherfucking content or can't bring up content. Because the same shit going around and around and around. Somebody got to stop it. The heap lady speaking about she rich. This woman is speaking even about looking down and making racist remark. So how come you all have her? Or even still dealing with her? But meanwhile, when Mr. Jason, look, I have no problem with you. Hello. Mr. Jason over there, everybody was stay away from him, stay away from him. He's a racist because anybody going in his chat or even interacting with him, the people in the beef sector say we will blackball you, right? But some people still went. And I don't blame them. Because the fuck we was going on here, who the fuck y'all gonna blackball? Okay? After y'all have a known racist over and over, she's insulting you guys, looking down at you guys. But yet she's on your platform, yet you're playing with this fucking racist. So what is the difference with she and Jason? What is the fucking difference with she and Jason? Or you're playing in people's fucking face. Right now, I don't give two fucks who is mad with me. Guess what? None of you bitches pay my bills. You hear me? And all who was thinking it, today I'm saying it, okay, for you guys. When people's playing in your face, say something. Let them know. As a support, don't do that. Give the people something better. Who the fuck want to hear but somebody who looks like she has some kind of disability? This heap woman, she come down here with a whole lot of shit. When this woman came down, unless a lot of people is saying, have a lot of theory about what happened, I don't jump to conclusions. Right? I don't jump to conclusion. Because I'm hearing it around the street, Miss Pizarro is the one who brought her and all these kinds of stuff. Okay? Unless I have facts, I don't jump to conclusions, right? Not really and truly, I don't give a fuck. I spoke on it though. Yes, I did. The first time I saw that lady, that same heap lady, it was in Read Heart to Philadelphia. It was in Reed's chat. And she was speaking to someone. And then after I saw her over on Miss Pizarro's platform, and that's where she stayed for the most part. And then she went over to Hello Brienne and she went over there. You see? And that's this way she was floating. So she got enough promotion, whether she paid for it or whatever, that's good if she paid for it. Because if it's a paid, hey, it's a business, hey, take the money, you do what you gotta do. But once that bitch is not paying, why the hell you all have to, take her shit? Because she's saying it. I don't give this and I don't give that and and talking down to y'all like y'all is shit. That is the bitch y'all birth. Y'all birthed her over and over and over again. And the next thing too, when she pulled down the first page, y'all went back, got her up there, giving her the support. Pull down the next page, or y'all go clap yourself over there. So y'all are not exempt from this. Because guess what? A lot of y'all had moderators in your chat, in your camp, that a lot of y'all don't even know. Not moderators, I mean subscribers and moderators that have a platform that y'all never supported, never promoted. But a new face come around in town and everybody kiss up to this crazy, racist, delusional woman. When I spoke about it over in Three Cents Camp. That said heap lady said that she cannot stand, she would not associate with the same 3 Cents lady. And I was shocked when 3 Cents saw that lady came over on her platform, because you see, she followed, she ran after the numbers. And 3 Cents started to promote her too. And I'm like, what the fuck? So a lot of things 3 Cents had against me. Because 3 Cents couldn't tell me, hey, do this or talk to this one and don't. No, bitch. We didn't have that kind of relationship. And even my best friend was my sister. Can't tell me what to do. Because I don't go blindly into anything. But you all have this woman parading up and down the place. She's supposed to be what they say, like the 3 Cents saying, but homage. That's the person you should be saying, but paying homage. All y'all support the bitch. They have a song. right? Sorry for Magadog, and Magadog turn around bite you. That's what's going on now. And you see, this here, what's going on. The only thing I could chop it up to be, sorry if I'm wrong, is that y'all are all in it together. Because why would somebody subject themselves to be insulted, to be ridiculed every fucking day after you guys give all that promotion? Why the fuck you don't ignore her? Skip her out, because I see hi Jadon. Jadon got exiled for nothing. And everybody know what, Jadon will come with. Jadon is one of us. Jadon was around for a while. And you all didn't want to play with her, right? Pastor Bap, a lot of people said no to Jadon, right? But this woman that come in, racist remark over and over again, calling y'all trash. But y'all even doing commentary with even her name, she would have been like not in no existence to me. You hear what I'm telling you? To me. She wasn't going to get nothing out of me. Because every time you all make commentary surrounding the same people that is trashing you. Like I said, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But what I'm saying, this is game. Because every time you're speaking on someone, it is a fucking promotion. You're promoting that person. Whether good reviews or bad fucking reviews, it's a promotion. So if somebody's doing that to you, why even pay any attention? Your commentary shouldn't even have their names in it. Whatever they say, fuck that. And see how fast they just disappear. Because if nobody speak on someone, then sooner or later they'll disappear. Correct. Unless it's game. You see? But this woman is getting worse and worse. And if money was passed, right? How much money so she's paying for somebody to destroy your dignity? How much money? What does it cost? Do you have a price? Do you have a price on pride? Do you have a price on dignity? I didn't know a human being is priced, because long was the days. Let's go on with the slave masters, okay? So why y'all enslaving yourself now in this century? Why? Like I said, a lot of things, I get worked up very fast. And I said, you know what? Nobody's forcing me to go over to these platform. But sometimes it's like you see something happening, you can't keep away from it. Like you want to see when it's gonna crash. You want to be there because it was there from the beginning. Like you want to see what's gonna happen, how this is gonna end up. And she claimed she paid what? 800. No, the first thing she said, oh, she paid X amount of dollars for for the room. No, she said she paid X, the money that she paid to the hotel. It's more than what you guys pay in rent or mortgage, as though she have all of your records to know what rent is paid, and I don't know. Because when she said y'all, you see, she is bringing in everybody collectively. And I was offended about it. Because let me tell y'all something now. Y'all were able to chop that up very fast. There were a picture floating around with that same cranky, slinky, stretch out thing. And she was standing somewhere. It seems like it could have been an apartment, right? bare of furnishings, bare of that, and look like that place need some what you call it, like a facelift, like a construction. It needed to get damn, what's the name? Anyway, you all know what I mean. Need like the whole place needed to get redone. Okay, look like nothing was done there for many fucking years. Okay, so she's standing there. Somebody who said they're rich. Y'all go past that. One more thing too. All these bitches out here that saying they're rich. You know what I'm telling you? Ask them. All the doxers who dox. This is when you all would know the truth. A lot of them is coming out. Oh, I have this, I have that. For the most part, a car is a liability. A home is asset. So that same woman that's saying she's rich, she ever take y'all onto her property? She ever showed y'all her property? Where is a small house, a medium-sized house, a matchbox? They said, this is my property. This is my home that is sitting smack here. Hmm? Does she own, rent, squat? So I could tell you now. She ain't own nothing but her fucking, but that mouth of hers. That's all she owned. Because believe me, if you're boasting on a hotel stay, could you imagine if you had owned a fucking home? If even the bank still have the note, I'll give you credit for that. So all of these bitches that is running around here and acting like they have money, ask them, did they have a little condo? Did they have a little co-op? They have anything that they could pull a note. So what I'm trying to say, you see the lady in Chicago? That lady in Chicago. I give credit where credit is due. At least that lady own, whether it's her condo or her apartment, whatever, she owned. She owned that. Nobody could get her out of there. It's like between she and the bank. She owned that. Owns that, right? So a lot of them that is walking around here, they don't own shit. Show me a fucking deed to anything. Don't come and show me no fucking car. If you're, I'm not including young people because there is still time. I'm not including single people because guess what? For the most part, they're not saying they're rich and all of that, right? So it's not everybody, it's on the same thing. But when you have a family and you talk about you have that kind of cash, and she said she's about business. She knows about business. Although she's a single person, whatever, guess what? Business-wise, you was gonna own. Because at the end of the day, when you pay to your landlord, that place will never be yours. But if you own, nobody could put you out today. You're paying in. You're paying in on something that's going to value triple whatever in later days to come. If you don't want to live in it, you could own and rent. That's about business. But this Bangladeshi bitch coming telling you about it. The first thing, the minute she came and she told you all how much she paid per day for where she was staying at, that alone knows she don't know anything. It's what you call a never see comes here wishy-washy bitch. What trying to live a life, a fantasy life. Because people that have money Whether you pay 1,000, you pay this, right? You're accustomed to that. So that would not jump out to say, oh, I went to this vacation. How many times people go vacationing? Somebody would ask you, how was your vacay? Oh, I had fun, man. It was nice. Beautiful. You would not hear that person saying, oh, I went in vacay and I stayed at the Hilton, or I stayed at the Grand Hyatt, or the Ritz Carlton, all of these places. You would never hear them saying that. You would have to directly ask. They're not going to tell you where to stay for the most part, not where to say how much they pay, right? They're not going to say that because they're custom of having vacations, right? Their custom is of staying in place of somewhat like a resort, like a little luxury place, whatever. Because it might be luxury for some and others not. Okay. Now, and next thing too, one person said it best. One person said it best. That's how I know that bitch is a wishy-washy, never see come see bitch. That same heap lady. Yes, she I'm speaking about. Um, First of all, when you're going on vacation, right? For the most part, unless you're old, you know, or you're recuperating from a surgery, sometimes people fly out, they go out, they need a little sunlight. Depends on where you work and what your lifestyle is. Then you would look for a place, such as a resort. If you're on a special like a weight loss journey, you're gonna look to make sure this place has a gym and da da da. You understand? To continue, so you don't have to drop out or whatever. Okay. Now, for the most part, when you're going on vacation, and people who's accustomed going on vacation, you don't sink your money into a hotel room. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're on vacation, okay, you go there to have fun. You know what that room is for? First of all, you're going to make sure you're in a safe environment, of course. Of course. That's the first thing. You don't look to say, oh, let me go to the most expensive place. It don't make any sense. Unless you really have it like that. It don't make any sense. Because guess what? Vacation is about for you going out and having fun. So the vacation, that room that you pay for the most part, is to hold your luggage. And when you come home to sleep, shower, and you gone again. Okay? For me, I would not sink money unless I had it like that. Like I said, I have to be living that kind of lifestyle. And nothing about her because she looked dusty. She looked dusty. Nothing about even her dressing, nothing at all. And you're on vacation. And you have to walk through. And you're walking through to give people the floor plan. What kind of bullshit is that? Sometimes I feel so embarrassed with some of our people. I'm like, God, Lord. Oh, yes. And it's $800. And it's like, bitch, if you had money like that, Highness, let me drop something in your ear. Why didn't she? I don't know how long you was in Miami for, or when they for whether it's a week or 2 weeks. When that bitch was leaving, she should have continued having that room for you. It should have been optional. And don't even try to lie. Just said you tell her, no, you don't want to be there. Please. Don't even try to do that. She should have left that room for you to continue staying there. Not when she exited, you had to exit too. So paying a room, if even it is $1,000 a day for 2 days or 3 days, that's no kind of fucking money, bitch. That's no kind of money that people think you have money like that. Get the fuck out of here. Please. And talking a whole lot of shit and to calling people trash. But you know what? Ness, I don't know you feel when this lady is speaking certain things when she thinks she's coming for Brienne and coming for Pizarro and coming for God knows who else. You know, most of those things should have been touching you. You know, most of those things should be affecting you because you're scrambled up in there somewhere. So that's not an applaud for you to do. Because at one time she said what she said, they weren't doing anything for Ness, and then she had to come and pick her up. Some shit like that. And I'm like, doing something for her or had to pick her up. That's a total slap in the fucking face. So what she's trying to tell you next, you're a bum. Because you're a young woman, an able-bodied person. Why anybody should have to pick you up? Unless like said something hit. It's a tragedy that happened. Something you had no control of. Right? You had no control of. And people came to assist you because we're human beings. Assist you. But in everyday life, ain't not one fucking bitch owe none of us anything. So when she's saying coming to save, what is she trying to tell you? That didn't bother you? That did not bother you? A lot of things this woman said, you should have looked at it a different way. But anyway, just something in your ear, my dear. That's your life, your girl, whatever, whatever. But she don't have no money. She might have a few cents. She don't have nobody. She's not that bitch. So if she's bringing money towards you or you thinking that way, she don't have it. So just be prepared. Don't make her get over the boundary line with you. Okay? Don't. Because she can't do shit. Because first of all, if she had it like that, and plus, the woman says she's a businesswoman and she could make money. What the fuck have you all ever asked yourself? What the fuck is she doing here? Everybody she accidentally came here. What the fuck is she still doing here? Even arguing and fighting. That woman is a loser. If somebody can keep and stand in their shit and keep a page up, have to be packing and running. And now she connect herself with you. And now she's saying hours. And you better be careful. You better be careful, Ness. I'm telling you, better be careful. Pay attention. I know you're a smart young lady. Pay attention. This is the time your radar should be up. Your radar should be up. You better get a piece of tissue paper. If even you got to get toilet paper, you better write something. And let that bitch sign to it. They said, look, this is just about a show. You're not connected to my channel. You better know what you're doing. Because she's one of those people. And to the end, you're going to find out. You're going to find out. Because she's one of those people is very envious of others. Because anybody who's going to sit down and thinking about flagging somebody's channel, because she can't hold a crowd, that's a dangerous person. You hear what I'm telling you? A very dangerous person. That's the biggest snake. That's a rattlesnake there. Be very careful. I'm not sure she have Indian blood in her. I'm not sure about that. She don't act that way. Because that's not how they operate. You would never know whether you're Hindu, Muslim, whatever. You would never know. Those people don't talk about, but don't speak about money. Are you quick that don't speak? Listen, this is a learned behavior from the time they're small. They were told never to speak about money. As a matter of fact, they will come and beg you. Okay? That's a hidden secret. So I don't know. I don't know. For all you know, the bitch don't even know her father. Because she's not acting as though, because she called Bangladesh, and I think she just called because it must be some fancy to that bitch. She's a wannabe. She's a wannabe. And somebody who is always on the internet, what business could that bitch be running? What business? All these people were saying they got business and they got this and they got that. But every time somebody go live and the name call, they're back, they're hitting that link. Tell me, what fucking business? All these wannabe bitches, all of them that gonna come and show a catch up of 100, and some they're gonna show a 50. Some is gonna show this, they're gonna show that. That don't say they have money. Okay? Y'all don't get it twisted. Because people that have money, when they're gonna give it to you, you'll be surprised. It's gonna come in a way of a lump sum. And you know what? A message might attach to that and say, please, I want to remain anonymous. So fuck this heap and the baggage or wherever the fuck she floats up from. And a whole lot of them, what playing paymasters, they ain't got shit. One of them over TikTok, grown woman, the lion or whatever, I didn't know those things, value 400, whatever. You know what happened? She went in and used the money for the family that the husband put away for his three daughters. One is in college, one is going this for this new semester here. Okay? And one is still in high school. And when the man went in there, the account is actually depleted. So she was friend with one person on YouTube because that girl was getting money too. And that girl thought that this woman had money, you know? So every time when she would what do you call it, super chat and all of that. And then she came because she didn't know what to do. She asked the young lady, what should she do? And the lady's like, what's going on? There's a young girl. She's what, 32. They're on a whole different side. And I ain't gonna say swear. Yeah. So she said, what's going on? Her car broke down. And whatever happened, I think she needed a transmission, something like that. And the warranty or whatever, it was done with that car. And it's a luxury car. So, she's like, oh, you're going to buy another car? She said, I have to get it fixed, but I don't have any money. So the girls thought it was a joke. So the girl now, instead of she keeping her mouth closed, she had about 3 other friends on the internet that she spoke to and was telling them, because I guess she was in shock, so she's telling all the people, and it got back to this lady. So the lady started to blast her and start airing her out about all the money she gave to her and the cash app she gave to her and the super chats that she did. That's how we're going to get to know. So the girl came out and said, listen, you better be quiet. Don't make her have to open my mouth. And she went on and she went on. And that's how the girl came and was showing. Because you see, this internet here is like hell on earth. You hear me? Because guess what? The lady that gave away her money, she was just a subscriber. The lady that she spoke to, the young lady she spoke to, is a content creator. So this content creator, I used to hear about her being slimy. I used to visit her platform, but I would just stay like in the clouds and look, and she taped this lady. That's a slimy thing to do. Taped her So when she was saying, you better be careful, don't make me have to tell your husband. So I even said to myself, that's a damn nasty thing to bring in somebody's marriage into this bullshit. So I said it's gonna be a word against the word. All she have to say, look, I don't know, right? To her husband. Guess what? She started putting out the receipts. She started putting out the audio of what this lady was telling her. Yeah, about the money. Because the girls started to pull away because what jealousy happened. Because this TikTok thing, I didn't know anything about the TikTok thing. So I hear the talk about lion and the lion and the lion. I hear that's big money, right? For the most part. So the girl, that is her friend. Now she's turning and say, you was paying for a dick. You were paying for a young dick that you would never get. And he's gay, you know. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Why is these straight women? It is so, it's a shortage. It's a shortage that you paying for. Oh my God. Anyway, so I don't know. That came out. I gotta go check. I didn't get no notification to see how that's gonna all wind down. But one more thing I have to say. Last week Saturday, last week Saturday, a social media influencer, I think that's what you call them, right? Got deleted in a big mall, a busy mall, in bright daylight. You heard I'm telling you all. Be careful. I'm not gonna call the name. Probably some of you might heard the news. I don't know, but I'm not calling any name. This happened last Saturday, and this happened in the Caribbean. The person who got deleted, he had a tongue on him, okay? Because what's going on here in this beef sector is child's play to over the other side. Child's play. These people would really fucking pull up. Because guess what? Somebody really pull up. And guess what? He was tricked. That's I said, when you want to talk about badness, you better be careful. Because you might be talking it. The people, your subscriber might say, Charmin ain't gonna do anything, for the most part. It's just a lot of barking. But then in that crowd, you might go and interfere with someone. And especially people that you don't know anything about. Please do not go promoting any badness because it could be a nut too. It could be somebody who loves to delete people. You all be very careful because guess what? That person had an event for the next day. Big event. So apparently he was lowered to come in the disguise of that person wanting to purchase some tickets. And it said what would have, could have, should have. Because it said if you don't know the person, not because the person's a female, that you think you're good. Okay? Because both male and female could delete. Okay? So he went there. He never even get to take off the seatbelt. Their car was fucked up. Deleted on the spot. And people was just around. Tell you, a mall full with cars. In the middle of the day. This is not nighttime, And that's how ruthless people could get. So you all like to promote bad. All who likes to promote badness. If you're not about that life, because if you're promoting badness, you're not about that fucking life. Anybody who is sitting down here and promoting badness, you're not about that life. I'm saying that you're not about that life because bad people do not advertise. But then it have the cray cray in the corner. Might take that very seriously and have nothing to live for and don't give a fuck and know they're gonna get away with it. And guess what? just come and delete your ass or delete one of your family member. Be very careful. That thing shook me to my core because I had run-ins with that said person. Where I came from, I run into that said person. He blocked me, block, because we were going at it. Because some, if it's content, I was not, you know, I stood up to him. I stood up to him. And all the bad shit what he was talking about. Like I tell him I'm a female, why you blocking me? You bad, why you blocking me? So he had a dirty mouth and he went down and I went lower down. And that's what it was supposed to be. But some people could dish it, but they can't take it. See? So, yeah. And this social media thing, yes. A lot of things I look at and I said, no, I really don't want any problems out here. Like I said, that thing, somebody called me and I saw raw footage because I guess people get to get up close to the body. Saw raw footage, saw everything because they didn't even cover it up yet because I don't think the law enforcement had gotten there yet. So I saw everything in the raw. So it shook me up. I don't know this person in real life. Like I said, I met this person before. No, it was everything was done virtually, right? And the person who called him was done virtually. But they know the one thing that is not virtual is the guns, right? The weapons. That's fucking real. And all that we saying, that is virtual reality. Go tell the real bad men that. Be careful of who you're fucking with. Because some of these things people are mentally ill. And people, as much, let me come back, let me close this off with this heap lady. Now, this woman said she's a businesswoman and all of that shit, right? And you look down at everybody as trash, but you chasing numbers. And like when you're not getting numbers that you think you deserve, you pack up and you leave. When the pressure comes, you pack up and you leave. That is unstable. That's unstable. Mabel, she's very unstable. You see how she gets very aggravated fast? Maybe she's suffering from developmental disability. Who the fuck knows? What the fuck you all know about her? So all you people who like to go meeting up with people and don't know much about them, then it's when you all need to dox. You see? Then it's when you all need to dox. Because if I'm going to go meet up with someone, I am going to dox the fuck out of you. Yes? And I ain't going to do it. I'm going to get law enforcement because I have all that. I have in-laws and outlaws in my family. I'll get them to dox to make sure that who I'm surrounding myself with. You understand? It's not a person who like to delete or they're not nuts. I'm not associating myself with known cray. Okay? So then it's when you all need to dox. Oh, I forgot about 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven. I know a lot of y'all, some of y'all didn't like what I say to her. And like I said, I don't give one fucks. I do not care. I call it like I see it. The bitch go and jump on Hose of Heart platform and she saw it with her shit, so again arrogant. Y'all know feeling like she's a victim. Oh, sorry for her. Look how many things she have done on these streets. Doxing people for no reason because she losing a fight. Just like 3 cents. When they losing a fight, they go doxing. But they never dox about the person who they going and fucking hook up with. They never tried to dox that. That's what you see what I tell you these crazy creep bitches. Huh? Why you don't dox the man that gonna put dick up in your cunt? That way you need to go and dox. Because if she'd have doxed that, she'd have known to stay away from that. The first thing after she was losing here, she said, "Oh, I tell him off." She lied. Them just fuck her up in a very nice way. One person in a very nice way. When she couldn't take it, I couldn't be that bitch gonna use docs. Oh, I'm gonna dox you. I'm like, oh my goodness, what a loser. That one of the you see how she's confused too. Yes, 7-Eleven. You now, oh boy, this woman went and alter. She did work on her face. She came and she was talking about this over 10,000. I remember, right? The first thing she did, she went and fucked with lips, putting in a duck lip or whatever. That when she was laughing, because she couldn't even move the time, called the shit must be stiff and it must be numb. Okay? Then she went and fucked with her face. So when I saw her, when I saw that picture, with she sitting there to the guy, really and truly, she looked like a transgender that is now in the process, in the early stages of the transformation. What I'm trying to say, she looked very manly. She looked like a man. She looked harder than the guy. So it was like two men sitting down there together. And I'm like, why did she do that to herself? But anyway, to each his own, right? So now, her avatar picture, tell me if this is a normal person. Her avatar picture is of what she used to look like. That's what she's using presently. The old avatar picture of what she used to look like. That's what she's using now. And the money that she spent for over $10,000, how many $1,000 she said she spent? She should have been promoting that face because she came out and she was like, I don't know, she was trying to show off. You understand? So she should have been proudly wearing her face that she paid all the money for. Because if I paid all this money for my face, I should be happy with the work and promoting that and fuck the old picture. So one of those girls used her avatar picture while she was up there of what she looks like presently. You gonna tell me these bitches she said she told somebody off or she do this? You see, it's a lot of crosses in her. Because the time she take to be running and doing all this research on the man, she should have been doing research of her missing sibling. At least to get the one on the avocado tree and the next one. I think one was missing. What she should have done, instead of running after Dick, she should have gone and tried to reconnect with some of her family members. What she should have done, drive through Skid Row and look for her mama. Does she even know her? Okay? But no, running for Dick. It got some women cannot hold a man. Cannot hold, she's one of them. Men don't stay long. And she don't have no shame to say the first time the man ghosted her for 2 weeks. You gotta go back with a said man. Now you tell me, how the fuck you having conversation with these cray bitches? How? And then one thing what I noticed, nobody is saying to her. That's why I can't stand the sector again. People come after the wrong thing and the wrong people. Because once it's your favor, what y'all scared to say something. You're bringing out commentary, right? Once you're speaking the truth, you're on the right track. It's either people gonna like you or they're not. So it's either you got real people in your camp or you have to fake. I don't want no fake bitches. I don't want no scary bitches. You must be able to stand up in your shit. You must be able to stand up in your shit. Don't back away from it. The one thing I'm not hearing people asking her, they're asking her, oh, the baby, this. Why the fuck y'all don't ask this girl? How are you getting through with the looking for an apartment? What's she gonna do? Bring the baby in the room? If there's the phantom baby, she gonna bring the baby in the room? So the baby's Lord. Anyway, guys, Thank you guys. I didn't mean to hold you guys so long. And all who don't like it, fuck them. All who like it, thank you. I'm just speaking my truth. Thank you so much. Okay, let me run down this list. Just tell everybody thanks for being here. Um, okay. Must be Trinidad. Thank you so much for being here. Allegedly, thank you so much. Good morning, good morning. Happy Independence Day. Happy Independence to each and everyone. Please be careful with those fireworks. Please stay safe. Triple Darkness, thank you so much for being here. Mitchie Black, thank you so much for being here, my dear. What's it? Shanti. Albert, thank you so much for being here. Linda B. Oh, thank you so much for being here, my dear. Angel Ray, thank you, thank you, and good morning. Like I said, happy Independence Day to each and everyone. Please be safe if you have kids. Please, you know, um, be with your kids and make sure you keep an eye on them. Okay, Regina Myers, thank you so much for being here. Let me see who else is here. Donnie Hughes, thank you so much, my dear, for being here. Harley Q, hey, good morning, Harley Q. Thank you for being here. J Truth, thank you. It's a long time I haven't seen you, J Truth. Sophie, thank you so much, Sophie, for being here. Very Carrie, thank you so much for keeping holding it down for me. Views of you, thank you so much for being here. Who else is here? I don't want to miss anyone. I don't want to miss anyone. Yeah. Okay. Dovey, hi Dovey. How you doing, girl? How you doing? Sure. You know what? That's why I like Dovey, Charlene Johnson. I like Dovey for that. Dovey don't give a fuck. That's how you gotta do it. And 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 oh, Miss Bennett. Hi. Thank you for being here because I can look, I ain't even got on my glasses. Um Nicole Judge, thank you so much for being here. And Connie, thank you so much for being here. And let's go in peace. All who's offended, fuck you guys. All who's offended, my people who came here to support me, thank you. They want the facts. Fuck it. Okay? Hip, you're a piece, you're heap. You're a real heap. A load of shit. Tracy, you're fucking delusional. Get with it. Because history, you cannot change the history. It is what it is. You need to pay homage to Pizarro. Pizarro didn't even ask you for that. She supported you. She put money in your fucking pocket. Keep it together. Stop fucking around. And the rest of you who playing games. Ness, be careful. That's it. That's it. Bye.